Well, there's no question that a man who understands all too well entertainment value and marketability has joined me now, the IBF and, of course, WBA heavyweight champion of the world, Riddick Bowe. Riddick, first of all, you had to be awfully impressed with that first bout.
Oh, definitely. This guy came out. He was tentative at first, and then he did what he had to do to win the fight.
Okay, let's get right down to business and talk about yourself now. The Holyfield camp, Evander Holyfield, has been talking about how there was language in the contract in your first fight with him that guaranteed him a rematch by your second title defense. They're screaming and hollering saying, hey, we deserve it, we want it. What's to that? Any truth, any possibility of him being next?
Yeah, they're right, but the title also stipulated that he had to fight a number 10 contender or somebody in upper echelon within a certain amount of period. He didn't do that. But anyways, I think a guy like Evander Holyfield bring the best out of me, so I wouldn't mind fighting him.
Will he be next, although he has not fought, or will it be someone else?
There's a possibility. I believe we're leaning more towards Holyfield. We can do it again. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, certainly you're very mindful of what the public has been clamoring for in terms of not the hors d'oeuvres that you've been fighting like Michael Dokes and Jesse Ferguson. They want to see a legitimate contender. Tell us what legitimate contender will be coming up and how soon.
Well, again, I'm out there. I told the networks they can pick anybody they want. Lennox Lewis, George Foreman, Ty Morrison. I'm here. I'll be here for a while. I'm going nowhere.
Well, now, despite Lennox Lewis's less than stellar performance in his last fight against Tony Tucker, is he a guy that you still want to fight? Or are you and Rock Newman, again, just trying to milk this for all it's worth, let it build and hype and hoopla, and fight him much later down the line?
Well, if Lennox signed the contract tomorrow, I will be willing to fight him anytime. Again, I don't think it's business. It's personal between me and Lennox at this point. And as soon as we can get him, the better off I think I'll be.
Well, you know, you talk about it being personal. It seemingly can't be any more personal than it could be between you and Tommy Morrison, who is on record as having said he does not like you at all.
Well, I'm not here for him to like me. He's entitled to his opinion or whatever the case may be. But you got to look at it like this in this aspect. When we get in that ring, his opinion doesn't matter. It's just me and him.
Now, if, in fact, Tommy Morrison is successful this evening in his fight against George Foreman, will you be one of the first at his doorstep? I know we did hear Rock Newman indicate on a radio show, the team in Washington, D.C., that, in fact, you guys will be there tomorrow offering Tommy Morrison a very substantial offer.
Yes, I think we would, but I don't think Tommy Morrison would take the fight. Why? Because he knows that I would blow his grills. I would knock Tommy Morrison out.
Okay, be specific. Who do you think is going to be your next fight and when?
I would have to say Evander Holyfield. We're leaning towards him more so, and I think sometime in November.
Okay, now, certainly folks have talked about you having a lot of Muhammad Ali-like characteristics. I talked about you understanding the importance of marketability and entertainment value. The guy upcoming in the next fight, Oscar De La Hoya, has been compared favorably to Sugar Ray Leonard. Very handsome, very charismatic, well-spoken, and he can fight. What do you think about him against Troy Dorsey?
I think De La Hoya has the ability to be champion, but I think at this point, they're rushing him a bit fast. Dorsey's been in with some of the great guys. He had a great fight with Kevin Kelly, and he's just getting better and better. But if I was De La Hoya or his people, I would take my time with him.
All right, if you want another easy fight, I'm ready and available for you, buddy. All right, let's get set for this fight upcoming with Oscar De La Hoya and Troy Dorsey. And right now, let's check back down at ringside with Tim and Gil.